Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are starting out the day with Bitcoin at 107,800 roughly. And we are about to shatter the previous high, which is right around here. 107.9. We're about to break that. So we're about to make a new high. Seems like we're doing that every single day now, right? It's almost become the norm for Bitcoin to break into a new high every single day. That's what that's what we're like getting used to now, right? Like if we don't see a new high, we get disappointed. Man, how things have changed. Do you guys remember how since like March to September or October, we were going sideways or even downwards, and everyone was just like, oh my God, Bitcoin's never gonna make a new high and we're never gonna go anywhere. Remember those days? And then we just like kind of skipped over the 80s, and then we went to the 90s, and now we're in the hundreds, and seems like Bitcoin's just never going to stop now. It seems like we're just going to continue forward. But anyways, it's looking good, but it's not just Bitcoin, of course. XRP is going on a fantastic run today. Sui is still doing very well, and many others are doing well today. So let's talk about them. Today, the broader market is not doing well. The U.S. market's opening up deep in the red. Dow is down 200 points, and NASDAQ's not doing so well. I mean, I think this is just like a bluff right now. Basically, Wall Street always does this right before a FOMC meeting. Okay, tomorrow we have another big one. I don't know why. It's like 100% chance that we're going to get another cut. Okay, Powell's going to announce another 25 basis point cut tomorrow, which is needed since inflation is showing prices of goods and services are going up. So, of course, he needs to cut, and he needs to continue to cut next year. It's baked in. It's priced in. I don't think he's going to say anything outrageous. He's not going to say, well, I'm not going to cut anymore in 2025. Is he going to be around in 2025? Is he going to resign? He says he's not, but he knows that Trump is not a fan of him. So I don't know what's going to happen, if he's going to stick around. But Wall Street always does this, right? They get antsy before FOMC meeting, and generally speaking, even after Powell speaks, that day the market usually tanks, and then the day afterwards, like Thursday and Friday, market picks up again. It's like clockwork every single time, right? But it's not affecting crypto right now. It's not affecting Bitcoin, and it just continues to go higher. So that's what's happening with the broader market. Yeah, so we'll see tomorrow. We'll get another rate cut in the U.S. Around the world, we're getting rate cuts. ECB and Bank of England, and everywhere else they're cutting too. So it's just as part of the liquidity injection from around the world. Liquidity injections are good. Why not? Actually, I gotta correct myself. Actually, inflation going up is not reason for him to cut rates. That's the opposite. The reason why he needs to cut rates is because the economy is going down. Okay, so I need to correct myself on that. Because that's counterintuitive, right? Cutting rates does not help inflation, but he needs to cut because the economies are suffering. That's why. As for Bitcoin, why it continues to do so well, why it just continues to go up and up and up and up. Supply shock, obviously, that's a big deal. Just in the last 24 hours alone, 16,352 Bitcoin were bought by these 4 companies. Okay. I mean, that's a lot. Most of it from MicroStrategy, obviously, but still. The supply shock is real. I think you guys know this. Maybe some of you guys don't. Maybe some of you guys are new. But you have tremendous buying from major companies, from ETFs, from countries worldwide, and it's not going to stop. That's why Bitcoin now seems like it's making a new high every single day, because there's just not enough to go around. Bitcoin has a set supply, and there's only so much released every day, and you can't print more of it whenever you want to, like fiat currencies or like anything else out there. Okay? It's controlled by code, and the code is controlled by the miners around the world, and you can't shut it down, and you can't dictate new code or new initiatives or apply monetary policy or anything that we see right now from governments or banks. So ETFs, yesterday, another 636 million inflow, most of it from BlackRock. Like right now, BlackRock and Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, they're just like going all out accumulation, nonstop. They're not stopping. No one is stopping. It's just going nuts right now. And we're talking about countries, nation states. Okay, we hear about states in the US too. But sovereign states, nation states, they're going to start FOMOing too. According to Polymarket, there's a 40% chance that Trump will start that strategic reserve for the US within the first 100 days of him taking office. And Russia already stated that they want to do it too. China's going to do it. Recently, we had Japan saying that they may do it. Brazil said that they may want to do it. And then, I just saw this. Someone from the EU Parliament also said that they should do it too. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen. It's just a parliament member. But, once the U.S. implements it, others are going to take it seriously. Okay? So, pretty soon, next year, you may have countries that are FOMOing in on Bitcoin. This is getting real serious. Real serious, real fast. Right? So, it's not too late. I know Bitcoin seems like it's way too expensive to DCA. You can't possibly get good returns at 100,000 plus, but it's never too late to have Bitcoin in your portfolio, because Bitcoin will continue to do this over time, right? 100,000 is only the beginning. At one day in the future, it's going to be $1 million, and one day in the future, it's going to be $10 million. It's going to keep on going. It's not going to stop, because there's a set supply. The scarcity factor is going to drive it upwards and upwards and upwards.